So Digimon Reboot World just dropped a massive update and there's a ton to cover. We got a brand new dungeon, a complete combat overhaul, an updated evolution system, and even a special Valentine's event with exclusive rewards. Plus, new Digimon, fresh maps, and our marketplace systems are here to change the game. There's a lot to dive into, so let's check out everything this update has to offer. And by the way, subscribe. And we're back for some more Digimon World Reboot. We just got an update and a lot of things has changed, and I want to show you everything that is brand new. So first of all, as you can see at the bottom now, we have some skills that we can use. We got 1 and 2 depending on the Digimon you use, and then there's the other one right here that I believe it's Q. If you remember, that's how you call your Digimons to come to you when they battle, similar to Digimon Masters. And now if we go ahead and speak with Rosemon right here, there's a Valentine's Day event going on, and in order to get the items exchange, you're gonna have to just fight multiple Digimons in the wild, and eventually they will drop some items, and with those items you'll be able to get some great stuff like a medal if you like. So basically this will give you a title that could be good. I'm not sure. You can get a lot of great stuff from this event himself, so make sure to grind it out. It will save you a lot of time. And over here now we got Edamon just chilling, meaning that if you go into shop right there, buy the same thing as before, but it wasn't Gazmon who was doing that. And there's even the vehicle going on. That's pretty cool. But if you speak with Edamon right now, people are selling items. So yes, you can sell up to 3 items into the marketplace, which is really cool. It brings back some memories to like RuneScape days for some reason. And yeah, if you like to sell some stuff, you can do that right here. And if we move down to Benchulomon here, this is how the cloning works. I love the fact that there's this little capsule mashing going on to fit with the vibe of doing that. And there's actually something brand new when it comes to that. If we go right here, as you can see now, you can train your regenerations as well, meaning that when you fight Digimons, you're gonna be able to recover a lot more faster. So that's gonna be very major for you to train that as well and try to get everything to 15 if I'm not mistaken. Getting everything to 15 is gonna be hard. As you notice, mine are all at 10 almost, except the new one that is at 5. So you're gonna need the Digiclones in order to do that. If we go here and speak with Digimon, the cool part is Omegamon doesn't have an evolution. But if we go into archive and see right now, it's completely different. The interface looks much better and it's easier to see where your Digimons are located. And if you click here, you actually see the 3D models right there. And if we look at the bottom left of the screen right now, as you can see, something very similar to the interface of Digimon Masters, but for Roblox. I like that. There's the shop, which nothing really changed. The teleport still doesn't work. I'm a little upset. Come on, guys, make the teleport a thing, because I want to be able to travel to places a lot faster. If we go into title, you can see all the titles that you have right now. As always, you can see a Tamer. So as you can see, I'm level 75, which is the max level. There's something coming soon here. Probably going to be able to get something even crazier. If we go into bag, you can see our items right there. Inventory, everything. Digimon, you can see the stats of Omegamon, Age Ultra. Really good Digimon. Honestly, I'm glad that we have him. One of the best in the game for the time being. And if you haven't noticed just yet, if you look at my Omegamon's level, yup, there are levels now for your Digimon. So that means a lot more time consuming. So you might not want to get every single Digimon, but at the same time, the thing with getting more Digimon is you get more stats. So it's like a game where you kind of need to get all the Digimon in the game. And I said that it was one of my missions. So as long as there's support, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't just yet, so I can keep doing this series and make sure to get everything in this game, because I would love to. But if we go right here and click create Digimon, now you can actually create Arcademon, which takes a lot of requirements to make him. And also you can create this Orgamon. Problem with this new custom Orgamon for the game is it's going to take a lot of requirements. It's not going to be like one of those easy Digimons to get. One of the hardest to obtain in the game, if I'm being honest. Because there's a lot of items that you need to craft, which I'm pretty sure it goes with Angomon right now. And I love the fact that Angomon is here, yeah. So there's also some new equipments that you can have that I'm pretty sure the Pristine Emerald bracelet are going to be a lot better than the equipments that I have. It seems like to be the new one, Emerald earrings. And it's just, they're going to be time consuming. And you see the items to get Orgamon. So Orgamon is going to be a very hard Digimon to craft. I'll definitely work on it, because like I said, I want to get every single Digimon in this game, so it's just going to be a lot of time consuming. I don't think anything has changed when it comes to the Colosseum. I think it's still the same. From the look of it, seems to be the same item. So one of my suggestions for the game though is to keep having us new updates, and by having new updates like weekly updates or weekly events or something like that, this is going to keep the game interesting, you know what I mean? So right now we got the Valentine's Day event, so if this doesn't last for too long, that should be interesting. And if you notice here now in Infinity Mountains, the map has completely changed as well. It looks a lot better than before, a big improvements, and I do love the way it looks a lot better than before, man. If you saw my first video on this game, you've seen the difference, man. What I admire about this, man, is just this spot right here now. You gotta go inside this big base right there in order to keep going up. And see, there's nothing going on other than those Digimon just chilling here. And one thing that I hope that happens soon in the game is having quests. I think putting quests into the game could give something more fun to do. And when you complete the quest, you get something great, and perhaps you can do daily quests as well and stuff like that to make it more similar to like Super Rumble or DMO. Normally, Unimon now spawn right here. The thing is, you haven't spawned yet, so it's not gonna happen. It's still the same Unimon as before, it's just now he has its own location. There's going to be Infinity Dungeons, which is unavailable right now. Very excited for this dungeon. I believe it's gonna be a super cool one. See, the Digimon right at the start has been completely changed to some in training baby Digimons. So I believe that's pretty cool. It gives you an idea on how to play the game because there's different typing. And you gotta pay attention to that, man, because certain Digimons are better against other Digimons, right? So if you're not too familiar with that, that will help a lot. And why is those thing all over the place, man? Those telephone booth, trust me, man, it needs to work so we can teleport, bro. That's what I want to do. Now the next thing I want to show you is the dungeons. As you can see, you got the easy difficulty, the normal difficulty, and the hard difficulty. As long as your tamer level is high enough, you'll be able to go through this. So I'm level 75, which is the max level right now as a tamer, so that means I can do it. I'm not too sure if it's a good idea, but we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot and find out if we can actually manage to beat it with only Omegamon. And here we are now in the dungeon at hard difficulty. Very excited. I love the music here though. And as you can see, level 65 was probably a bad idea because I don't believe I'm gonna be able to complete it, but we shall see. We do get some experience as well, which is really useful. I can't complain about that. Now in the dungeon, I'm pretty sure you have to battle every single foes in order to advance, and if you're not doing that, then it's not gonna work. You're not gonna be able to proceed into the next stage because there's multiple bosses in here, which is really cool. And I'm very excited for the Digimon dungeons that's gonna come out in the near future, and hopefully it won't be too long. I'm hoping for the next dungeon to come out maybe in like a month max or something. That'll be great. The sooner the better. I'm telling you, man, if the game keeps getting great updates, a lot of people will keep playing, you know what I mean? Because when there's nothing to do other than just grinding, it can get repetitive, especially if it takes forever, man. I think that's one thing we're missing in the game, is a good place to grind, because sometimes, you know, you don't want to spend a day long trying to get something, right? Or like a few days. All right, so as you can see, because I defeated everything, now this guy has appeared, which is the first boss, and I don't think it was a good idea for me to do this right now. He seems to be really good. So what that means is I'm gonna have to train my Omegamon a lot more to actually do something, get better equipment. So there's a lot to do, and my regeneration, which is a brand new thing. So now when it comes to this guy, maybe I'll be able to do it because of regeneration, maybe. Well, one thing I understand now when it comes to this dungeon, if you're trying to do hard mode and you're at my level, you probably want to do normal mode, which is possible. And if you got a team, a squad of friends, 4 players, I'm pretty sure it will be possible to do it no problem. But because I'm doing this alone, it's quite difficult to just beat this guy right now. So we actually managed to beat it, which is a good thing. My problem is I don't think I can go any further than that. I think it will get harder as we go through this, and if we do fail that, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go back and do it on normal. But I want to see how far we can push it on hard difficulty. And we got some items as well. Really important to really battle everybody anyways, because you want to get all the items, all the drops, because there is some Digimons that you need the drops from the Goblinmon to get it. Perhaps it will be better to just play on easy mode at the same time, so you can complete the dungeon super quickly, and it's much cheaper, and you probably get your money back, because we do get a little bit of money, but it's truly bad. Like, what am I supposed to do with 1M, you know what I mean? Like, 1M is nothing. The best place so far is really Infinite Mountain to get any money or anything. That's like the only place, or probably sell some stuff at the marketplace. So yeah, this is how the dungeon works. I really think it's a great features to add. Kind of reminds me of like solo leveling. I've been a fan of the series ever since it came out, man. It's so good, especially the last season that we got right now, man. I'm hooked. It's like one of those anime that I just am excited to see what's next. And of course, One Piece as well. and there's Agumon. Before we go into the second boss battle, which we're gonna get another one afterward, if we do beat it, we'll have to wait and hold on. Now, let's see if we can beat this level 70 Agumon. I mean, I did struggle with the other one, which I believe I'm not gonna be able to do it, man. I mean, I do a lot more damage on this guy, it seems. As long as I use my skill, seems to be very useful. I think I am. Alright, I think I'm gonna try to play cool like that. Alright, come on. I'm trying. I think if I avoid the attack, then there's a chance. Come on. Watch out. I think it's working. I think that's what you're supposed to do. If you avoid the attacks, it's much easier. Oh, yeah. Oh, come here, Omega-mon. Okay, this is really like DMO. I like that. This is how the DMO boss battle works. You're gonna avoid the attacks and everything, and it's very similar. We'll probably make it to the end. I just don't know if I can beat the final boss in here. If I do that, that's incredible. We shall see. But there you go. Let's go! Okay, here we are. We got a few Agumon to take down. At least fighting those Agumon have a final boss in here. And if you haven't noticed yet, if you look up there in the sky, there's actually the main villain of the game. So it's like a special black Edamon that looks super cool. So as the game progresses, we're probably gonna see him more often, and this is like a hint of like this guy's coming for us very soon. And alright, let's go. Final boss. Agumon, 5.2 million, HP level 75, unknown type. Okay, I feel confident. It's a custom Agumon as well, which I love. We can get it. And in order to get this Digimon, you do have to do this a lot. I feel like it will be better for me to play on normal though. I mean, we do get a little bit more experience from playing this version, I guess. And I think it's very important to also use your skills. You don't want to stop. When it comes to this, I really believe you need to play with some homies. Play with at least 2-3 players to beat this guy on hard mode. If not, and you're around my level and you got similar stats, well, definitely better to just go on normal mode, because you can probably beat it at least a bit faster than what I am right now. I gotta say that it's very easy once you understand that you're gonna call your Digimons to move. Once you understand that, just makes everything so much easier. It's going down. I'm very happy to know that I'm able to beat it on hard mode right now. I was not expecting that, and to see it happening live is great. And I really want to unlock this guy, man. It's gonna be hard, but we'll work our way to get this Digimon. I mean, after all, we need to get every single Digimon, so no matter what, we'll have to find a way to get him. And ladies and gentlemen, the fight is over. We got a lot of items. The only thing that seems relevant is the chest of something. So let's see. Did I get 0 bits or something? Chest of Espilion. Okay. I was hoping to get some items from here and not just some stuff that don't really matter to us right now, like Infinite Mountain Dungeon. Don't really care about that right now. The Digimons that I am hoping for to come soon though is Omegamon X. I really want Omegamon X, I'm telling you. It will be so sick to have. Now, do we have enough money to go do the Colosseum? Because I was told that there is some new stuff when it comes to the Colosseum, and I want to go check it out to find out what this is all about now. Are we still getting the same items, the Colosseum coins, or is there more to it? Is it only Omegamon X? I guess the only way to find out is to wait for the loading screen to be over with. Alright, so let's find out what the Colosseum is all about now. First of all, you get to fight Koromon. At first, it was only Omegamon X that you fight over and over again. And now here, it's completely different. You have to fight Koromon. And it seems like the Colosseum is going to take a lot longer if you're by yourself. Kind of reminds me of how it is now in Digimon Masters Online. Because in Masters Online, you actually you can complete it now. Okay, well, we got our first Colosseum items, level 40. So we're still getting some coins. I think for sure though, it seems like getting coins is a lot faster. Because you get more drops a lot faster than before. Because you only have one Digimon at a time to get a crate. And now, it seems like most of them do give you one. For example, I think by defeating Kabutoromon, we're probably going to get another one. Yes, you see? 2 times. So it's a lot faster now. There's really good items to get in the Colosseum, and I will highly suggest to do it if you're trying to be very strong in the game. Especially early on, you want to get the best equipment you can get from the Colosseum and gradually upgrade your stuff from the other ones. I mean, a lot of it is going to come from doing the dungeons. So you're going to have to do the dungeons over and over again, and you're probably going to get tired of doing the same thing over and over again, but that's just how it works. and you just have to accept it, because even in Digimon Masters Online and Super Rumble, it's the same thing. You work your ass off to get the Digimons you want to get and the equipments you want to get to be even stronger and just become the stronger of them all. You know, in Pokemon it's to become the Pokemon League champion, and in Digimon it's just to become the strongest Digimon tamer, I guess, right? I'm just glad that now we're getting a lot more coins from all those battles. As you can see, I admire that a lot more. I'm glad that this is the way, because it used to be so long, bro. I mean, we already got 632, so we might try to see what we can get from the shop that could help and be useful for us. I mean, at least those guys are easy. And Leomon Black Gear looks amazing in this game. I like his model so much. I wonder who the final boss is going to be. Is it going to be the Vmon? Is there more to it? I think there's an ending to it this time, and I hope it's the case. I really hope there's an ending and then you just have to do it again. Problem is now we're running out of money, and in order to keep going in the future, I'll definitely have to start grinding the game a lot more to give you great content on this game. So if there's any Digimons you like to see his power and everything, I can work towards that. Now the downside of trying to get every single Digimons now will be to level them up separately, because that's what I'm gonna have to do. And I actually like the fact that it's that way now, because it's, again, it reminds me of Digimon Masters or Super Rumble, and I think it's a good feature to be added. It's just, again, the problem is it takes a little too long to level up your Digimons. I think that's the only issue, since there's not enough map. Because if you play the other games, then you can go a lot further into the game. There's so many maps that let you grind, and with the current maps that we have right now, it's what makes it difficult. Okay, let's see what we get else. We can actually get quite far into the Colosseum, which is good, because right now we have already 837. We got almost like 200, which is really good. So when it comes to this place, by the way, there's a lot of items to let you get the Digimons that you want. So for example, this item right here, I'm pretty sure it's for either Jesmon or Genkumon, which is part of the Royal Knights. We also got this right here that is really good. The DR prototype will highly suggest to work for it. It takes a lot to make it happen. Also, the unlimited advanced glove is really good. Those rings are really good as well if you're trying to get better. The shiny desert shoes, the unlimited advanced t-shirts are really all things that you want to grind for. Honestly, I don't really have anything that I need to get right now for this place, so I'm just gonna save them. But if you look into it, I have a lot of those items right there, and they do give great stats. And as you might have noticed, I'm able to beat the dungeons on hard mode, and that is definitely a good thing. Speaking of new Digimons, by the way, if you remember this guy right here, Flaremon, it actually has an evolution now. So if we go into Digivolution, we can go into Epoloma now. What? This is crazy. And all we need is 2 more Evolutor and be level 57. I'm probably gonna work towards that very soon, man. Stay tuned. I would love to get Epoloma, and I think it'll be well worth it. We got some really good Digimons to work towards. So where's my Omegamon? Okay, so now it's always sitting on the right side. Last time I was just looking for it. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. So if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Digimon videos. And if you'd like to see more updates on that game and see everything that this game has to offer, I'm gonna do my best to cover everything, meaning that I'm gonna have to obtain every single Digimons in the game. We got a long way to go to make it happen, but I can definitely do that if the support is here. So you know what to do. By leaving a like, it really helps, and subscribing. My dream has always been to get to 100k, and let's go, man. Let's give it a shot. And there's so many good Digimons that I want to get for videos, so I'm gonna work towards that. Very excited, man. So stay tuned. Next video is gonna be sick, because I'm gonna be grinding a lot to make sure that you get some of the best content on this game quickly. So give me a few days and I'll be grinding.